today I am going to be doing my nails. I have these crusty dusty nails that need to be severely done because I'm going to be doing this really cool photo shoot for them. So one of the many things that I have done since I was a kid is also nails. I started when I was about, I don't know, I guess 5th grade. I think I started doing nails. I had seen like one of those infomercials where it was like how to do nails with this pen, and I remember begging my mom like, can I please get it? Can I please get the nail set? And she got it for me, and from there is history. I literally practiced every day to even the point where I got in trouble because the smell was so strong, and my dad is like, you're inhaling all those fumes, but I didn't care because it was just so fun to me. Again, doing nails is just like the way I view makeup. It's a blank canvas that you can do so many cool things, so many artistic and out of the box ideas. So I will be doing that today. I am doing acrylic today. I'm probably gonna do a medium length, honestly, because let's be real, I want to be part of the long nail girl group, but I don't know how y'all do it. I really don't. And the irony of all of this is I do nails, but I rarely have my nails done. Like rarely. I'll do everybody else's nails before my own. So I'm trying to get better at that, and I told myself that I'm gonna spoil myself, do my nails, do my hair. Underneath this is looking crazy too. So you guys are gonna get to see the process on how I do that today. So the first thing that I usually start off with is drawing my ideas out because I just have so much going on in my head. So basically what I like to do is just draw the shape. I think I'm gonna do square. I'm gonna do square this time. This is a sad nail, but it's alright, don't mind it. This is just a scrap piece of paper. These are my little nails. Guys, I lied. I am so indecisive. I'm indecisive. I might do a set where they are rounded also, because this shape is so flattering on my hand compared to square. Like, I feel like square sometimes makes my fingers look really scary looking. So I feel like round always looks a little nicer. So caught between these two. Sometimes I like to look up inspo, that way I can kind of just get a good idea of what it is I'm going to be doing. So I'll probably do like one of these thick bands, do another thick band here, and then I saw this really cool where it was like a border, and in that border was cute little blobs. So freaking cute, man. I could border it with the thing. Yeah, I could border it and then do like another blob here. My thumb could probably be one of these. That's what we'll do. So this is what I have on the bottom. Exactly what I'm doing here. Now I'm gonna probably try to do the same effect up here on this and work with the shape. So literally I have my 2 nail effects. Now it's just about choosing the shape, but I'll do that. I'll figure that out along the way. So do you guys remember that summer that these were in? Like these colorful glasses that everybody was wearing? I am gonna be using these as like worker glasses because I need to shave my nails and the dust just flies everywhere and it just be all up in my eye. And that's exactly what we don't want. So I'm just gonna put these on now, and it's a look, but it's also my worker glasses, so I can shave off all of the remainder of whatever I have on my nails from my gel set. This is thick. I actually have a little plate to catch everything in, so I don't have to have a bunch of dust everywhere. That annoys me. Okay, so I had to change my bit again because it just wasn't doing it. None of them were, but I just go with the regular basic one with the emery board. Okay, so I have now buffed out my nails. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is put on some nail dehydrator. And this is the set that I'm using. I'm going to paint this along because The main thing about having your nails stick on really good is shaving them down really well to where there's no shine, but also making sure that there's like no moisture stuck or oil stuck in your nail beds, anything like that. So putting on my dehydrator, then I'm gonna put on my nail primer. This is a really good one. It's really sticky though, that's the only thing about nail primer. So I'm just putting it on the nail after the dehydrator dried too. Okay, so now I'm just going in with my clear tips. You know the vibes, we always use clear tips over here. I will say that clear tips can be a little bit tricky to use in terms of adhering to the nail, and sometimes you have to shave them just for them to stick properly. But I do always love a clear nail because you can do so many cool designs with this kind of nail. And don't worry, I will link all of my products in the description box below. I'm also going in and I'm making sure to clip the edges of the nail. That way they fit properly on my nail, because it's really annoying when a nail is too big but then a nail is too small. So sometimes the way to go is I just go a little bit bigger and then I just clip the nail around the edges for it to fit properly. And for the most exciting part of all, clipping them nails to your length. Literally nails be flying left and right in my room when I do this. You get a nail, you get a nail. Like they just be flying off in different directions. But we are gonna clip them to like a nice medium length. That way we have enough for them to be clipped on the edges and to be rounded out. And I usually do that with simply a nail clipper. So once I put the nail on, I kind of clip around the nail and then I file it to the shape that I want it to be. So then I'm just going in with my nail drill and we are going to shave that nail tip because we want it to look very seamless and nicely blended when we're applying our monomer. This is going to help ensure that there's no weird lifting or weird gaps in your nails that oil seeps through. And then I'm just going in with my handheld nail file like I said before, and I'm just shaping it into my almond shape. And you guys, I do not do nails professionally, and I really just do this for fun. So for people who are trying to hop into something that they're not sure if they're going to be good at, just take the leap of faith. You don't have to be perfect at it when you first start. Okay guys, so I have my nails shaped and I chose the oval look because they just look so good on my hand. They're just a lot more flattering. Square is beautiful and I wish I could do square, but square doesn't look that great on me, I feel like. So something I also just learned when you're doing your nails at home, guys, you really should have like a mask on, goggles, safety, everything should be clean, disinfected, all of that stuff, right? Because your nails can easily get infected with products that are not cleaned properly, wiped down, disinfected, all of these things. So you just want to make sure that you're doing that. I just learned something right now. Like, there is a primer that I use. Okay, so this is a little story time right now, because I usually use this primer, right? Like you guys saw me in the beginning doing. I usually use this primer, and I decided to use a different primer, which was this one, and this is completely different. It's like super heavy duty. It's acid primer. Certain nail primers are acid and you will freaking burn your finger off if you do more than one coat and you get it on your skin. It's literally a chemical burn. So I have thinner nail beds because my nails are just thin, and I didn't even really get it on my skin. I got it on my nail as you're supposed to, and it seeped through, and I'm not sure if it's having a reaction with the glue that I used, but yeah, it's pretty sad looking right now, and it burns like hell. So I'm in a dilemma right now because I'm like, usually I would just stop and be like, all right, rinse it out in cold water, which I did. I've been rinsing it for the last couple of minutes, like 15 minutes. But now I'm like, oh, I feel like I shouldn't put monomer on it because it's just more chemicals and more acid. So with that being said, I was kind of like, I have to do my nail because I can't soak them off because there is more acid that's going to be put on me, acetone. So I was like, that's gonna make my finger worse if I soak them off. So I feel like I kind of just have to do them and then just run my hands under cold water for like a long time, just soak them all night long. Again, this usually does not ever happen to me. I usually use that other brand and they must be more diluted. It must be like a more neutralized version of primer because it never burns me. Kind of suffering for right now. So lesson learned, and I probably won't use that brand for myself. I will use my regular brand that I always use because this has never happened to me before. But yeah, for all you girls and people who want to get into doing your nails at home, be careful with primer, be careful with the products you're using. If you don't know something, research it, learn about it, take a class, which I also want to do, because yeah, things can get really messy quick and you don't want your finger to fall off or get infected or something crazy and outlandish. Okay, don't want to scare y'all, but I just thought I'd share that with you because my finger burns. So I have my monomer. This girl right here, she's a really strong monomer in terms of smell, but really great. I only put a little because I just feel like I don't want my room smelling like this. And once you pour that smell out, it is so strong. It's strong. So I have my brush. Again, we're following this chart here. So I did this chart labeling everything that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to start off with a clear nail first, which is my middle finger. Something on it. Okay. Putting it in here. And it's my middle. So I'm starting in the middle of the plate. I learned early on that there are certain type of monomers that help in terms of how fast the acrylic dries. So this one is perfect because for someone who's a beginner and doesn't know how to work as fast, it dries in a great time span to where you can still have time to move things around if you need to. It also depends on what acrylic powder you're using too. So I'm gonna be doing like a jelly nail, a jelly ombre nail. I'm not sure how that's gonna come out, but I'm just gonna start off with doing this method. So you're going to take a gel nail polish and you're going to put it into your monomer. What's going to happen is it's going to create like an opaque color. So I'm choosing this turquoise because it's going to match my dress. And I'm really excited because like this is going to be the first time I'm actually shooting something that will be for you lovely ladies as well. You guys will be able to purchase this and wear the same dress that I will be modeling. The whole reason as to why I'm even doing these nails. But I'm really excited because I am just trying to be more carefree about life. I overthink a lot of the time, so I am trying to just be a little bit more carefree and go back into my roots of just being a child who loves to just be creative, do art, dance, sing, make fashion, makeup, everything that you can imagine. I am just trying to implement that more into my adulthood and share that with you all, and hopefully it'll inspire you guys who are also similar to me or who are unsure about whether or not you should still be doing the things that you used to love doing as a child. Do them. 100% do them, because if you don't do them now, you're going to regret it later. And that's one of the many things I hear a lot of adults say, that they wish they could have did that, or they wish they could have did this. So as you can see, it created this beautiful blue. And what happens is once you, here I'll do a test out. Once you put it on the clear, like with the clear powder, it's going to create this effect that is jelly-like. You can't really see it that well. I did a tiny little glob, but see how that's blue? So it's gonna be so pretty. And then I'm gonna do like a cat eye effect with it. We're going all the way out with this. We're doing the nails. We're doing them fully.
But like I was saying before about not overthinking, although it may take 1,000 hours and tons of times to be an expert at something, classes, research, the main thing you have to do is just kind of start. It's very important to just start, because if you don't start, you're never gonna know where you're gonna end up with it.
Okay, so in front of me I have a base. So I want you guys to see something very scary. Lumpy and bumpy nails, right? Oh my gosh, these look terrible, but wait till the end. trust the process. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna put my base coat on because I actually forgot to do it on this hand. But we're gonna do the cat eye effect, and you need the base coat to be on the nail. But everything will be shaved down nicely, have this nice effect. So I'm gonna put my nail in my light, and now I am using this silver cat eye effect. So I'm gonna put this silver cat eye on. It might be very slight and opaque, but that's okay. We're gonna take it. It's very hard to see, but you see that effect?
So this is my second hand, and I think for my first hand I might have not done it this way. I actually can't remember. So what I did is just put the opaque blue acrylic down, and I didn't even put the nude ombre on top yet. Like, I didn't blend anything out. So I'm doing the cat eye first, and then I'm gonna go in with my nude and place it on top. So quick rundown: blue acrylic first, cat eye second, then seal it with your nude base color on top. So after this, I did some more shaving off camera, and I think that's honestly the part that takes the longest for me, aside from the nail design itself, because like y'all saw, my nails be lumpy and bumpy, and I be having to shave off so much just to get it to look right. So quickly right here, I'm actually using nail rhinestone gel because I wanted to get that 3D effect. So I'm using that to shape around that opaque cat eye nail and make those squigglies. We're trusting the process because every time I do it this way, it turns out okay. But my goal that you guys are gonna get to see in real time eventually is to narrow down my nail time. Like, I don't want to spend 7 hours doing my nails. So I think my biggest thing is just to learn how to apply and learn the technical skills of building a nail properly and fast. So here I have some mica powder that I'm actually using as my chrome, and it does the same effect. It's really cool because you can get so many colors out of it. But I am using that to rub along that gel and to create that really cool space chrome effect that is trending. So when I placed the gel on, I cured for a really short time, maybe like 10 seconds, maybe even shorter. And while it was still kind of tacky, I put the chrome powder on top of it. That way it can adhere to it properly. I did the same thing with my middle finger here too, except I just did it with black gel nail polish. Now in general, because most designs I like to do are so extravagant, I am prepared to spend more time doing the design. Side note, here's the finished set. But yeah, in terms of like wanting to prep my nail and do the acrylic and then the shaving and the shaping, and it's so much time that I want to figure out how to cut down. So that's my goal here. But see, we're all just learning here together right now. That's what it's all about. Hope you guys enjoyed this little process video of how I did my nails for my draped dress release. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more fashion, makeup, and nail content from me.